was best known as being Paris Hilton's sidekick, but in reality, I think that girl was on a mission.
She got a taste of that drug. She wanted that power.
You know that you can make $1 million in one day. What does it look like?
Diddy, Christina Milian, Ja Rule, of course, Lindsay Lohan. Photos that Paris took of Cameron Diaz and Jared Leto, JC Chazé, Nick Cannon, Michael Jackson, Paris making out with Jack Osbourne, Paris hanging out with Gwen Stefani.
Paris Hilton has made a decisive choice. If the newly released Epstein documents threaten to destroy her reputation, she's determined to expose everyone who was involved alongside her. Kim Kardashian tops her list of targets. Their friendship spanned years and went far deeper than casual socializing. Paris is now revealing explosive details about their alleged involvement on Epstein's island, where they reportedly served dual roles as both guests and entertainment. Kim allegedly escalated their activities even further, viewing these connections as her pathway to celebrity status and fortune.
Incredibly rich, incredibly famous, but the sex tape is rearing its head again. Yes, and it has now caused more legal strife between herself and her state partner, Ray J.
The pivotal moment arrived when the latest batch of Epstein documents surfaced online. These weren't minor revelations. They contained detailed records of names, timelines, travel documentation, and explicit accounts that sent shockwaves across the internet. Paris Hilton's inclusion in these files triggered her defensive response. While whispers about her family's Epstein connections had circulated before, particularly regarding her father, Rick Hilton's documented interactions, the resurfacing of Paris's name created an undeniable pattern of connections. The newly leaked files allegedly contain video evidence of Paris at exclusive gatherings with other victims. While survivors have courageously stepped forward demanding justice and transparency, the public discourse has troublingly shifted focus entirely onto Paris, as if she alone represents the entire scandal. This unfair targeting has reached Paris's breaking point. Sources reveal her frustration over bearing the brunt of public scrutiny, while Kim Kardashian remains seemingly untouchable despite allegedly engaging in identical or worse behavior. Paris's decision to expose Kim first reveals the calculated nature of their relationship dynamic. Evidence suggests Kim strategically used Paris as her gateway into elite circles, positioning herself closer to Epstein and other powerful figures. Paris entered this dangerous world at just 19 years old, reportedly recruited by Ghislaine Maxwell, according to insider testimonies from the documentary Surviving Jeffrey Epstein. During this vulnerable period, Paris was frequently under the influence of substances, severely limiting her ability to control or understand the full scope of these situations. Kim's trajectory began as Paris's stylist, but her ambitious nature was evident from the start. She strategically positioned herself in every photograph, followed Paris constantly, and desperately sought inclusion in Paris's celebrity network. Kim essentially appropriated Paris's controversial path to fame, but while Paris later revealed she was manipulated and had limited memory due to substance use, Kim and her mother, Kris, orchestrated their approach with calculated precision.
Elaine said, "Oh my God, who's that?" And my friend said, "Yeah, she's called Paris Hilton." And Ghislaine said, "Oh, God, she'd be perfect for Jeffrey. Could you introduce her?"
Kim and Kris executed a meticulously planned strategy, securing legal agreements, filming multiple takes, and carefully selecting the most flattering footage. Given this level of calculation, Kim would never have declined opportunities to attend Epstein's exclusive gatherings, regardless of their dangerous or disturbing nature. Her relentless pursuit of advancement meant she clung to Paris's connections desperately, and now that these associations have become toxic, Kim attempts to distance herself while Paris faces renewed public scrutiny.
Very often there'd be this beautiful dark-haired girl in the background trying to get in the shot.
Was that Kim Kardashian?
Yeah, she was Paris's friend, her stylist, and her assistant, and they were often seen together.
Anytime, there was cameras needed, Paris would basically tell Kim Kardashian to text them.
In reality, I think
When Kim realized her Epstein connections might become public knowledge, she immediately shifted tactics from ignoring the situation to launching aggressive legal campaigns. Her primary target became Ray J, who possesses potentially damaging information about her past. Kim swiftly filed defamation lawsuits against him, particularly after his viral statements about federal investigations into her and Kris. These investigations allegedly connect to the Epstein case and examine how Kim and Kris potentially evolved into facilitators themselves. Paris's current exposure of Kim's alleged equal or greater involvement has prompted Kim to consider silencing her through litigation as well. However, Paris isn't a powerless target. She possesses evidence that could genuinely devastate Kim's career. While Kim maintains her public personas as devoted mother, business mogul, and law student, she's simultaneously preparing defensive strategies for when the Epstein situation inevitably intensifies. Kim cannot escape the reality that the FBI investigation remains active, becoming more concerning as it grows quieter. Her attempts to appear completely cleared of wrongdoing, distancing from Paris, severing Epstein connections, and denying Diddy associations only highlight her reactive behavior. With Paris no longer providing protection and reportedly cooperating with investigators, rumors suggest federal evidence files bearing Kim's name may already exist. Kim's increasingly subdued public presence following each of Paris's revelations suggests she's waiting for others to make the first move, knowing that any evidence Paris has provided could be inescapable. The entertainment industry's power structure has always thrived on secrets and mutual protection, but the Epstein revelations have shattered those unspoken agreements. Paris Hilton's decision to break her silence represents more than personal vindication. It signals the collapse of a carefully constructed facade that has protected Hollywood's elite for decades. Industry insiders reveal that Paris possesses not just photographs and communications, but detailed knowledge of financial transactions and private agreements that could implicate dozens of high-profile figures. Her cooperation with federal investigators has reportedly opened new avenues of inquiry that extend far beyond her initial testimony. Kim Kardashian's frantic legal maneuvering suggests she understands the gravity of what Paris might reveal. The question isn't whether more damaging information will surface, but rather how many careers will crumble when it does. This scandal represents a seismic shift where former allies become adversaries and decades-old secrets become tomorrow's headlines. As this explosive story continues to unfold, the public watches two former best friends engage in a high-stakes battle that could reshape celebrity culture forever. Paris Hilton's transformation from silent victim to vocal whistleblower demonstrates how power dynamics can shift when someone decides they have nothing left to lose. Meanwhile, Kim Kardashian's empire, built on carefully crafted image management, faces its greatest existential threat. The irony isn't lost that both women gained fame through scandal, but only one seems prepared for the consequences of their shared past. Federal investigators are reportedly treating this case as a gateway to understanding how celebrity networks facilitated more serious crimes. With each passing day, Kim's options diminish while Paris's revelations gain credibility. The entertainment world holds its breath, knowing that if Paris possesses even a fraction of the evidence she claims, the fallout will extend far beyond these two women, potentially exposing an entire system of exploitation hidden behind glamour and fame.